Right, this is the first go having a go at this. So, bit of a project underway here to build up some of these little circuit boards. These are amplifiers for Game Boys, but as I was in the middle of setting this up, I come across, or went to go and use this old 200-gram Scout. It's quite old, and um, put a couple of batteries in, freshly charged, no life whatsoever. So I thought before I do anything else, I'll have a go at figuring out what's wrong with these old Scouts. They're looking in, it looks like at some point I've left some batteries in there, and there's a little bit of corrosion in there. I don't know why, it's not the sort of thing I would do, but these are very, very old. So I'm going to have a look at these, open this up, and see what, if anything, there is wrong with it. So I've got my little Aramax electric screwdriver here. Just gonna have a go at opening this up. Oh, that's a bit tight there. Take this lid off. There we go. Now that looks like that's just released that, which is okay, fair enough. That's just released the little load cell from the scales, which is actually rated to 300 grams apparently. So that's interesting. It does look like there's a little bit of corrosion on the terminals there on the inside, but I don't see that which, oh actually no. See the problem? Let me just grab it there. There's your problem. I wonder if I can fix that. How long is that? I wonder if I can fix that without actually having to open it up all the way. Let me just flick on the soldering iron here and see where we get to. Right, I don't tend to use this tip very often, and it's a bit awkward to use. See if I can't just also try and trim a little bit of clear copper off the end of this. That is not a great look, I must admit. That's pretty manky, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this tip, but it might just let me get into there. Because it's such a small tip, I might have to just put the heat up a little bit. A little timber. To have a tip tin here as well. Which I am finding I'm using this more and more, this tip tinner. Let me just move this lot out of the way here. Just see if I can get in there and just apply a bit of heat to that. I think I'm going to need another tip with a bit more thermal mass to it. Yeah, it's just a crap coming off there. Grab a bit of solder on that as well. I think I need something with a bit more thermal mass, I think, to warm this up. Here we go. You grab a little bit of isopropyl as well. Sponge. Got these great little mechanic sponges, like melamine sponge, which and they've got a little bit of alcohol on them. They're not abrasive as such. They've got a little bit of abrasion to them. Now let me just put a little dabble of flux on the end of this, because that's, well, that does look particularly corroded. It's dark in colour, I would say. So I don't think this is going to take to the solder, but we'll see. Now, ooh, I'm lucky on that one. Put a little dabble on the contact terminal as well. You can hear that sizzling away. I'm just going to cack my hand around, get that in there. Put that way around. There we go. There we go. We're in. Just hold that steady for a second. That's nicely fixed in place. I think we might be on to a winner. Let me just put that back round. Chuck some L batteries in there. Press L battery. There we go. See? Nice and easy fix. Obviously it's not going to be happy at the minute because it's floating loose. But here we have it. That's amazing. Well, that's a nice little easy fix there.